We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive to about the 35, 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 7. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Regular. What's that?
From the gun, Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now Mayfield. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Dorrance Armstrong. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their 1st sack of the contest.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Mayfield. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Ready up.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. Now Daniels. He finds his man, complete. That's Lane. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. To the air goes Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Bo Melton.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders are on the board here first in the season opener.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Baker going to give it to Irving.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
And credit the tackle to Percy Butler.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Set. Alert, 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 alert. Run, run, run. Real, real, real. Watch one.
Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position,
hey, alert, alert,
a real
alert,
threat.
alert.
This is 3rd and long.
Pistol, pistol, pistol. Watch out.
Mayfield now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Running right through him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, just like last play.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Throwing now is Daniels. Going out wide, finds Chubb.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
To throw is Daniels. A short one here, caught by McBride.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here.
And he's got it down to the 28.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Regular, regular, regular.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Following the interception, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Kings! Hey, alert 33.
To throw, Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Irving is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
He'll try again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Run. Rail. Hey, alert! Option. My time.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
Pistol. Kings! Point it right. Done.
Mayfield to throw it. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. In their back pocket, they go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Daniels looking to throw. He'll get this out, what?
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hurry! Regular. Hey, alert 33. What's that?
Mayfield looks to throw.
Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Alert! What's that?
Throwing. Mayfield.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal. Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason, and runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Here's Daniels.
Eluding the pressure right.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Daniels going to throw for it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Commanders 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And fighting down inside the 25.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
That is caught. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
A short one here caught by McBride.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Tough to imagine any team wanting to give a player like this up in a trade, but I know they're happy to have it.
It is amazing, isn't it? But we have seen big-time guys change teams. Jimmy Graham, Brandon Marshall, and their new teams are really excited to have them because they provide big-time targets.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
Now 2nd and 3.
He gets away from one. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
They'll run with Chubb. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders.
Nick Chubb, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 14 to 10. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Back to throw here. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack.
Dorrance Armstrong in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Mayfield going to switch things up here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd.
Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Credit Yaya Diaby with his stop. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
This is taken in. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Now Daniel's going to give it up on the touch pass. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Daniels escaping the pressure right. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Lane. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Chubb again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They go play action. Daniels rolling to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Good. Pistol, pistol, pistol.
Here's Mayfield. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Point it right, point it right. Regular, regular, regular. What's up?
Now Mayfield.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Alert, 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 alert. Run, run, run. Rail, rail, rail. What's up?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Past the 20. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. This is 1st and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield to throw.
Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They prefer to use them on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, a run for Johnson.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
What's up?
Mayfield.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Set. Pistol. Kings. What's that?
One last shot for Mayfield here. And a catch right side by Evans. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams